Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Angry Cast and No Man's Sky. Once again, we are starting a brand new game, straight from scratch, because why not? Uh, this is the first time I've really played. Oh boy, since the Beyond update came out. Now, the last thing I did on this game was to do the Angry Anchor's farm, and that's all broken now because of the Beyond update. So we're starting a brand new game. Yep, to show how just how to do the basic stuff. This is chilled. This is not going to be like high intensity. This is us doing individual things, getting you from starting the game to in space to the bases to like the technology stuff, ships, making a heck of a lot of money. That's all we're going to be doing. It's not going to be like we're going to the end of the into the. Yep, there we go. This is how we go. That's how you start every game. It just runs you through. You're on a really bad planet that's not good for you. You've got your uh, you've got a crash starship or something here. We've got some animals off in the distance. I can't do anything with them because I don't have any. I don't have any visor or anything like that. So the first thing we're gonna do is we gotta scan it. We gotta perform a scan to find sodium. But we're gonna do this first. So, oh yeah, I gotta. Okay. Well, now I already knew that. I knew it was broke. Why did you tell me to do that? Why did you tell me to do that? I knew that was broke. So basically, you start out on a really bad planet that's bad for you. It's gonna kill you. We gotta find shelter. We gotta get enough supplies. Your basic building blocks are ferrite dust, carbon, sodium, oxygen. That's your four basic items. From there, we will go everywhere else we need to go, and then we get to repair the scanner damage. Now that we have that done. So okay, go into your multi-tool, click on the scanner to repair it. There we go. Now we can. We don't have a visor, but we can now scan for the sodium that we so direly need. That's 120. It tells us how far it is. 122 units, 168. Basically, it's 128 steps. We can run. We have a very limited jetpack. We can take fall damage. We got to get this thing fixed. So we have. I want to get this stuff though. This is condensed carbon. That'll be important later on. Oh, we better do this quickly. Okay, dude. All right. Where's that sodium at? Come on, dude. Come on. We're gonna start dying here. Yeah. I get that. All right. Let's go into our exosuit. Hazard protection. That gets us a little bit more of a. No, not really. Recharge hazard protection. Well, we didn't do that. We can't do any of the cool stuff yet. So let's go get this other sodium. Help us. Alright, come on now. Come on now. We gotta get there. We're gonna. Okay. Everything's getting glassy. I don't like it. Hazard protection. There we go. Now we're in better shape. Okay, I didn't do it the first time right. We need to up this up a little bit more. Get all the sodium we can. This is the basic point of the game. Oh, look at that. There's food. We can consume that food. That's a new thing in the game. Oh, we're getting all kinds of stuff we don't even need. Rusted metal. I would always pick up rusted metal because you can always turn that into ferrite dust if you're ever on a planet that does not have a lot of materials to get stuff like the ferrite dust, like rocks and whatnot. You can use that rusted metal to refine it down, and we'll show you all that stuff. Now we have to. Now we've got a new quest. That is to reach that marked signal off in the distance, and I'm gonna keep picking up sodium along the way in order to make sure I can keep charging my hazard protection. Otherwise, we will succumb to the colds of this world. We do not want to stay here for now. We want to get what we need to get to our ship, find it. That's coming. I haven't got there yet. For those of you who have never played the game, it's now 5 years old almost. Oh, look at all this stuff. I don't have the right tools for it, I don't think, unless I can just pick it up. That would be great to have early game. I need hazmat gauntlets. Okay, that's a later game thing. These big, huge... Every planet has these big, huge things native to it, and it will be important for us to have to get into farming and all that, but for now, it's not what we can really do. You kind of have to go with the flow here. Look at this. Look at us food. We got food. That'll help out. We can later on, we can grow stuff. We can have our own farms. Grow lots of materials for very expensive like circuit boards and living glass and stuff like that that gets you a lot of money. We're going to go through that. What we'll do is we'll start out the basics. We just have to survive. We have to get to our ship and get off the planet in order to move on to the next thing. We'll just keep going that route. And as we go along the way, we'll just start picking up some more stuff. But the game came out in... Oh, I need an advanced mining laser. The game came out in 2016 to really, really big hype, and everybody felt that it fell. It didn't... Ooh, look at all that. Not the green stuff, the yellow stuff. There was a lot of hype. There was a lot of things that the game was supposedly had promised to deliver as far as capabilities, multiplayer, everything else, and people felt that it didn't do that. Me, I bought the game when it first came out. I loved it. I thought it was great. I mean, how often do you get to play a game? And I mean, I go back a long ways. I go back to, you know, I was 20 when the first PlayStation came out. And when the first PlayStation came out, let's take a game like Resident Evil. Yeah, I know. Resident Evil, for instance. Resident Evil, if you ever played that game, that thing will kill you. We're going to get rid of that. Give us oxygen. It'll help our fix our life support. Resident Evil was a game... Oh, no. I thought I could get that. What? I thought I actually picked that up earlier. I don't know why. I don't know what happened there. There's my ship. Hello. We're going to have to fix it, though. Okay. So Resident Evil... I'm losing my train of thought. Resident Evil was a game that debuted in like the mid-90s, 95. You went into a mansion, the zombie game. We've all seen it by now. But the zombie game, you went into the mansion, and every room was behind a door, and each room took, every time you opened up the door, you had to go through a load sequence. Whew, let's just take a little breather here. We have some time to sit. Here we go. Look at that. Starship Diagnostics. Ship is online. Atlas connection. We are connected to whatever this thing is that we don't know what it is. Launch thrusters are offline. We have to fix those. The pulse engine, yes, is offline. We have to fix that. And then we get this long, drawn-out, oh, I find myself in a lone, strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory how we got here. Spoiler alert. I don't want to give it away, but, none of this is real. Shh. So let's see here. The controls react to my touch, or at least my exosuit. I am not dead yet, and the ship is a lifeline out in the stars. Read the log. Let's read the log. Okay. We can do that. Unavailable. Substituting data. Exosuit connected. It does it anyways. It does it for us no matter what we do. Pilot should perform maintenance. Select desired repair path. Repair ship systems. Self-guided protocols initiated. Alright. Critically damaged is our pulse engine. That gets us going faster when we are flying. We got to build 2 of these items, this hermetic seal and metal plating, in order to repair it. That we can do. We have the stuff to do that probably. When you go into the menu and you look at your starship, you see you have this modify or craft or transfer option. Installing technology is for when you get things to add to your ship, like better thrusters, weaponry, stuff like that, shields. Crafting is when you can build just basic products. You can do that anywhere. You can do that in your exosuit, which is your personal inventory, or the starship inventory, which is very limited, but you can add to that. Those are later game things as well. But we're going to just take a little break here to marvel at the scenery in front of us. But again, I came from a time when there was load screens in games where you would take forever to go from place to place. You'd have to wait for things to load. The games themselves took forever to start up and load. And since then, we've come a long way, baby. This game, when it debuted in 2016, had no load screens. You would get up into a ship, fly off the planet, go into space, fly to another planet that could be minutes away, and land, and you would have no load screen. That's how epic the idea of this game was. And everything was generated procedurally, like millions of planets, an entire universe. Individually, these planets were scattered across the landscape. You could go from place to place and never see another person who had found that exact place. Sometimes you would find stuff that was discovered by other people, and it would connect it up into the game servers, and then that planet was discovered by somebody else instead of by me. These were unheard of things, back in 2016 for a game like this, and I think it delivered in that regard. I don't think that it fell short in that way. Now, yeah, it didn't have... Okay, we know we have to do that. That was, maybe not the best, launch. It probably could have... They promised maybe too many things. They probably should have said, hey, it's like any other game. It's in beta. We will get to the point where we can do all the things we're promising, just not right now. What they offered, if they just would have stuck with what they did offer when they launched, it would be enough. It would have been enough to have been a worthwhile game. And I think that they should have done that. I don't know why they tried to go hardcore on everybody with their hype, the E3 stuff and all that. I mean, that's neither from here to say. It's in the past. But here we go. After so many updates, the game has become a kick-ass game. Okay, now here's the thing: nanites you get from these damaged machineries. You get them from selling certain items. That's important to us because that will unlock recipes for other things, especially in the base building portion of this game. That is an important thing. This thing here, this cylindrical thing, you have to have what's called an Atlas Pass. There's about 3 versions of it, and right now I don't have something that can open it. These little ball things are distress beacons. That's part of the main storyline. It's going to give us information. Oh, scenario, iteration, deleted, boundary separation failure, likely vessel emptied, cause sentinel intervention. In other words, a machine killed us. Or killed somebody. Fresh iteration generated, that's us. Anomaly containment prepared. Broadcast, there you go. Tell everybody I'm here. Broadcast received. Travel anomaly compliant. Position log system. This is all part of the main storyline that goes into getting to like the center of the universe, which we don't care about. Again, those things there will kill you. Those are hazardous flora. They produce oxygen, which can help you repair your life support system, which is always important. If you go underground, you can be safe from the elements. You may not be safe from the animals. But there are always cool stuff underground that you can get. I don't have the way of looking at it right now because I don't have the visor, but there are things here that are important. Look at these things. Pure ferrite. Need an advanced mining laser. Can't mine them right now. Those things there. Cobalt. That will become important to us. I want to pick up this stuff now. These are the early game things that you can help you go a long way. And when the game first came out, I called it inventory management the game because you had very little inventory. You had to carry a lot of stuff, and everything you found you thought was so important that you had to just grab everything. And then when you realized you didn't have the most important, I had no room for things. You had to drop stuff. But don't worry, it does not hurt to have to scrap things out of your inventory. Just not take everything. Not everything is important, but there are some basic game things early on. The elements I told you about: carbon, ferrite, oxygen, sodium, and then cobalt are very important early on in the game. And those will help keep your tools running. They'll help keep your ship running. They'll help keep your exosuit humming, and you'll be in good shape. So now my mining beam can be charged with the carbon. I can go back to mining, and then we can go get our ship repaired and get off this rock and find a way to move on to the next thing. Like I said, it's gonna be chill in a sense. I'm not gonna get crazy with the main storyline because one of the things I hated to do was think about restarting this game from the beginning because there is this Atlas path. There's an entire it sends you on the big long quest back and forth across different planets. It gets boring and tedious. Supposedly with the Beyond update, they streamlined it a little bit, and it shouldn't be so bad. We will find out. But for now, let's just get enough of this stuff to build some basic things that we need. And let's get to it. Alright, Starship. We need a thruster, pure ferrite, and dihydrogen jelly. Our pulse engine, hermetic seal, and metal plating. So let's go build those things. Now, right now, we are too far away. We will have to come, go sit in the ship or get close enough to the ship to do it. I could get lost in here if I'm not careful. Where the hell is the entrance at? I don't have the visor. I have no idea where my ship's at. This is how you, there you go. So we have to get all of the tools, the visor and the upgrades and everything, so we can be able to see where things are at on the map. Let's just sit in our ship because we don't want to die. You're safe from the elements. You are not safe from any animals, flora, or the fauna that could kill you. They can still attack you through the ship. The sentinels can still shoot you. We'll find out what they are in a little bit. I haven't seen any yet, but they're out there somewhere. The ship will keep you safe from the elements, not from everything else. That's just the unfortunate truth. Okay, so we need to build these two items to fix our pulse engine. This provides us with propulsion while we're in space and helps us go faster. It's not the main drive, it's the thruster. So let's build the hermetic seal, which is not something we know how to do yet. Oh, well. All of our products, we don't know how to build a hermetic seal yet. Great. Wonderful. How about that? Again, you will learn these things. It'll happen. Okay, we need to get more, also we need to get more of the ferrite dust that I told you about in order to fix the metal plating. So let's go pick up some more rocks. You can see them there. Give us enough stuff to build the metal plating that we need. Metal plating will be coming in handy later on. You're going to need it to build a lot of the things that we're going to be doing. Oh, look at that. Crafting. We've got enough to build the metal plating. Going to get a little bit more because we're going to use a bunch of it. There'll be less to have to go collect. Okay, back into the ship. Look at this. It's telling us, oh, build something. And metal plating. There we go. Now we can go to our pulse engine and say, repair that. Good to go. Now we got to do the hermetic seal, which we don't know yet. Look at this. Iteration. Ship diagnostics. Functional. Boop, boop. Critically damaged. Vital ingredients missing. Unable to synthesize required components. It's telling us that we don't know how to build this thing yet. This is part of the quest. Iteration comparison reveals hermetic seal nearby. So now we have to... Wonderful. We have to go travel in right here, luckily. This will tell us. I already interacted with it, but oh well. Take the planetary chart. Yeah, we want that. That tells us how to get into space. Yep. Find buildings. Press options to read more. Uh-huh. Planetary chart discovered. Open the inventory to review the data. So, this is a new thing from the Beyond update. These planetary charts. They will lead us to buildings that have recipes in them. We have to interact with some kind of machinery inside the building, and that will get us the recipe. So let's, plot the route. Alright, it'll tell us somewhere in the vicinity of that circle where the building is that we need to go. And it's pretty far away. We're going to have to do some running. Wonderful. Beautiful. Gotta love it. Yep. It's 875 steps away. Well, great. Let's recharge all that, get our hazard protection back up, and then go make the run. Okay, we got to go get to the coordinates, and then we'll be good. So as I was saying before, and I wasn't sure how I was going to introduce the game itself, talk about the progress of the game over the past few years, get all the points hit on how to build stuff, how to do... Ooh, look at that big chasm there. We almost fell into that. And still continue a narrative and talk while I'm running. But here we are. We've got a long ass run, and this is like I said. This is new from the. Oh, I get hit by one of those things. This is new from that the Beyond update where they've streamlined how you start the game, you have to get the ingredients that you need. It just pretty much holds your hand through the beginning and points you in the right direction. Those of us who have played, you know, you go through this exact same thing further on into the... Oh, well, wonderful. Of course, because I got to go somewhere. It's going to snow. Well, shoot. All right, let's get there. Let's just move our butts. We've got 500 steps to go. Great. And you can see down in the bottom there the temperature is brisk, negative 91 and dropping. That's because we're about to have a storm. And we're going to have to either find ourselves some shelter or tough it out and hope that our hazard protection will save us. And unfortunately, that's why I picked up the extra sodium, because I knew that we needed something to have. All right, watch out. We're going to drop. Okay. We can do the down arrow, recharge equipment, hazard protection. Yeah, do that. I've never actually used the, I've always gone into the menu. I've never actually used the way of doing it that way. That seems like so much easier, but I'm usually trying to... And you can take fall damage. You want to really be gentle on the brakes when you're coming down off of a jump like that. And the jetpack will eventually charge back up again, but for the time being, if you run out of steam and you drop, you're gonna get hurt. Get there. Come on, you can get there. Okay, come on, get inside the building. Let's go in here and just charge up a little bit. These buildings and the various types of them are all over the planets. Each one has a specific use. Some are for the quests, some are just for materials, some are for money. You will see inside of them they have these little decoration things. Some of them will have, like this here, oh, check stock transfer. Oh, I'll go check my, ooh, look at it, look, I made money off of Google. Oh, there you go. So there we go, that gives us a little bit more units. We will get a hell of a lot more once we're done. Let's check the damaged machinery. Oh yeah, look at that. Get the boom. That helps us out a little bit. Gets us even more. Oh, a movement module. That's wonderful. That's a good thing to have. Hello. Hello. Alright. Okay, so look at this. We can upgrade modules are already made and require no crafting. It's pretty much just like things you can add into your stuff, into your inventory. Actually, the technology, and that's another update that came along the days since the game was released, where you could install technology updates without having to use up your cargo or inventory spaces. You had a whole separate technology thing. As you can see on our exosuit, we have the general inventory, which is what we have here. We can add to this when we find drop pods that have them. We can buy them in space stations. We want to get up to 48. That would be awesome. There's also technology, which is we can install new things like this here. Look at that. Oxygen recycler. Increases the base capacity of life support. I picked up all that oxygen. We now have a update to our suit that helps us out. And another addition that was not in the original game was being able to move these from space to space. There are bonuses that you get for adding in different items to, like, the hazard protection. Like here, our base hazard protection is our basic shield for no matter what environment. But we can also add in specific to the planet's natural defenses of, toxicity, radioactive, heat, wind, cold, anything like that. We can add in additional shields that will protect us for a longer period of time, and if we add them in line, we get a bonus on them, which is always nice. And then there's also our high capacity cargo, which is for, like, if we want to carry around a bunch of stuff. And I don't know how I feel about that, the idea. It used to be that you could only carry 250 of any one item in your general cargo or inventory. If you wanted to hold more, you had to have another space to hold the additional. Now you can. I don't even know what the limit is anymore. My goodness, it's been so long. I think it goes up to, like, who knows, maybe 500, I'm not sure. But the high, high inventory, this larger inventory, you can hold a lot more, and that's where we're going to end up storing a lot of stuff. Same thing like with our starship. There's general, and there's also a technology. We can install stuff here. We're out of range. We can get upgrades that'll help us keep it further. We can go further and keep it still around us. Again, here's a Holo Archive. These things are on these little the little tubes that you can go into, and they will give you things. In this specific case, it was going to give us probably the recipe for the hermetic seal, which is not exactly what these things are usually known for. And this is part of the narrative here. No one making this recording in case leaving behind in the fabricator might be of some use. And this is just a way to give us the recipe for the hermetic seal. Alright. And this introduces you to the basic plots of the game. I'm on a planet. I've got to go get stuff. Where do I go get it from? It introduces me to all of that. So now that we have the ability to craft a hermetic seal, which, if you ever needed to know it, is condensed carbon, which we were able to pick up either through shooting a plant or a crystal that had it, picking it up out of a drop, like a drop ship area, those containers I showed you, or you just get the actual item itself. There you go. Now this thing here, this is what we picked up in that other damaged machinery. This is an extremely powerful upgrade for our exosuit movement process systems. We can just install it. Its module is flexible, and exact upgrade statistics are unknown until installation is complete. Yeah, it could be good, could be bad. Jetpack tank capacity, jetpack fuel efficiency, or speed boost duration. That we want to put it. Where's our jetpack on this thing? We don't have our jetpack listed. Do we have it in technology? No, we do not. Jetpack. Let's move this around a little bit. We can always change stuff later. Like I said, the original game, you didn't have that option. Things were where you put them. If you screwed it up, you had to disassemble them and reassemble them from scratch. So let's install this sucker and see what it is. Oh yeah, there we go. Hybrid jets. Now again, I can move the technology somewhere else, and hybrid jets, we can move that here. Now you can see it's got its little outline around it. That means we got we got some sort of bonus off of that. And again, this is powerful upgrade for the jetpacks. Tag, sprint distance, recharge, and sprint recovery time. Good thing. That's a good thing. We got it. Alright, we've got that. Now we've got the stealth ship repair to find the hermetic seal. We've done that. Use the analysis visor to locate. Oh look, we've got a new thing now. I don't know how we got that. No clue. But we can build it because we have the, I know we have the recipe for it. We have to install it, and then we can actually look at things, discover things. We get money for those things. And then, we can see other items that are important to us. I know, I'm really sucking at the narration here. So there we go. Install. Whoops. Install. I don't know why it's not doing it. Oh, okay, I was on the wrong thing here. There we go. Yep, we got to build the carbon nanotubes. So let's go back into our exosuit. We're standing in the cold. We're gonna catch a pneumonia. That's just all there is to it. To craft it, we're going to need some more carbon. Not a problem. As you can see, that trees, plants, that's usually where you get carbon from. They're usually plentiful. We're going to just go find a random tree here, blow it up, and we'll get the carbon that we need. Yep, there we go. That's all we really needed. I'm going to get it all, though, because it'll become important. It'll be important to us later on. And you can see my multi-tool, or my laser mining beam, is getting hotter and hotter. It's going to go faster. It's going to mine faster. It's also going to need a cooldown time, and if I don't pay attention to that, it'll be a problem. All right, let me go inside for a second and reboost, because this is going to be a long walk back. Okay, let's see how to build our carbon nanotubes. There we go. That is pretty much what we need for that. Now we can install the visor because we have the necessary parts to do so. Alright, now we can see if you... I'm on the PlayStation, so my right, or left, I should say left second button, I can see that that's where my ship is at. I can see that there's our deposits. These are good things to find later on. I'd love to be able to get them. I don't have the tools to get them, the terrain manipulator. That's going to be one of the things we're going to be doing here soon. Probably next time. And, yeah, there we go. Analyze objects for rewards. So, okay, everything you see can be scannable. See how they have the question marks? We scan it with the right secondary button, and it tells you exactly what it is. And we get credits. We get credits for that. We get units, I should say. And they will, you know, pay to man. Rocks, the same thing. We can scan these rocks. It'll tell us what the primary element is and what the secondary element is. Ferrite dust, we knew that. But also we get sodium. Every one of these we blow up. So, boom. You see I got some 8 ferrite dust, and I also got 2 sodium from that. This one here, don't know what it is. We'll scan it. What is it? It's misleading structure. But ferrite dust is the primary thing. Alright, let's take a quick dip into this cave real just for a second to recharge our let's see here. Oh, that's not going to do it, is it? It still considers it outside. There we go. I also want to go into our exosuit, find our life support, and add in some oxygen to recharge it so that we can not die. Let's get out of here before we get lost, and we can go ahead to our ship. Anything we find along the way, whether it be a little red bulbous, whatever plant, or hazardous flora, we will blow the shit out of it and get some more oxygen to help our to charge our life support system. Any animals we found, we did see a bunch of animals when we were standing at the beginning. Oh, let's see what it is. Oh, look, it's like a Venus flytrap, and it tells us that if you kill it, it will give you oxygen, which is important to us. There we go. Okay, now let's get back to the ship. Now, as you can see, I've got a better, longer duration on that jetpack I didn't have before. And there's always a cool thing. This was an early game hack for people, was the running and, you know, sprint and then use your jetpack to go forward instead of straight up. As we get further into the game, we're going to get something where we double click on the jetpack and we can do a straight shot, you know, like a slingshot out, which is really cool and really nice and effective. Also, sometimes it gets overused and you end up flying off of things if you're not careful. Careful, easy, easy. Alright, we're almost headed back to the ship. We've got another 428 steps to go. You can see other ships flying in the distance. Those are just NPCs, but if you're playing on a multiplayer game, other people could... You'd see a little icon that tells them it's somebody else. They could interact with you. They could maybe kill you if you don't do the right thing, or if you're on the wrong setting, and yeah. Another note is if you use your jetpack, it affects how much of your life support you have. So be wary of that. The more the jetpack you use, the more you're going to have to charge up your life support. Oh look, there is an animal. We should scan that puppy. Look at it. It's got a red dot. That means we don't know what it is. We scan it. It's galloping along. So cool. Yeah, it's not going to hurt us. It would have a little claw icon on the screen if it came after us. And because there are other ones in this family, we now know those things. What is it? You can bait them with enzyme fluid. With an adult, they sense organs. Their sense organs are in their feet. Well, how that your feet smell? How about that? All right, let's get back to the ship. Get off. So we're going to be done. We'll go on to the next thing. I think I've bored you to tears enough. Hopefully you want to come back and watch some more. That's up to you. I'm not going to force you. We'll scan some more things. Unidentified plant. Get some more units. We got 500 units for that. It's going to be slow going at first until we get up and running. It's going to be hard for me to not have my circuit board farm and my indium mining operation that's providing me with millions of units. Just, just that alone is going to be hard. But we'll get through it. This is our basic ship that we got. Now, the other funny thing is when you bought the game, if you could redeem for a cooler ship, I don't know that I can still do that. I don't know if they'll let you do that. We'll have to find that out. I doubt it because even though it's a new game, I don't think I can still do it. But okay, so we got to fix the pulse engine. We've got the hermetic seal. And that is now our pulse engine. We can jump and we can fly faster, but we still got to go to this one here, this pure ferrite and dihydrogen jelly. Okay, that is going to be a little bit bigger of a thing. Dihydrogen jelly, we do know the thing for it. Dihydrogen, that's those blue crystals we found on the ground. What's the other thing we need to fix? Pure ferrite. We don't have any of that. We gotta do some. Oh, I gotta do some mining. Oh, okay. So let's go now. If you do the scan, oxygen. He's looking for the H. That H up there. That's what we want. That'll help us make the dihydrogen. And of course, we need to take care of our. That doesn't get us much. We need to find some more bad guys or plants that give us. Yep, there's a good one. There's a good one right there. Yep. Yep, I know. There we go. And we need to get all this stuff too. Ferrite dust. We need to mine up a bunch of rocks. That's part of the landscape that's not real. There we go. Look at that. Dihydrogen crystals. That's what we want. Is that enough? Of course it's not. Alright, find another H. There's another H over here. Always keep in mind we need to be able to get back to our... Oh, there we go. This is the mother lode. This will do it. It's exactly what we need. Look at all this stuff. There we go. Just get everything here and we are in good shape. Awesome possum. There we are. Now, we got the dihydrogen jelly stuff. Let's build it to get it out of the way so we don't forget about it. That helps. We are too far away from the ship, I'm sure. We can't fix it. I wonder if we can from this distance. Can we? No, we're too far out of range. Oh shoot. Oh. Okay. Well, that's not good. Yeah, I don't know that this is going to come out where I want it to come out. We'll find out. Used to be that there was like underground creatures that would kick your ass. I don't know that they still have them in the game. But it'd be kind of funny if they did. Let's see here. Marrow bulb. That would be interesting. That would be good to have. Alright. Let's get in here. Take a little break. Actually, I don't need to. I need to find oxygen. And I need to repair that. Here up here, there's a little O2 plant. You can find like clusters of these, which is always a nice thing to give you. Yeah, that's right. We know. Nah, I gotta wait for my scanner to recharge. That sucks. There we go. Well, we need anything else? Oh. I can see there's a copper deposit. That's a very good thing to have, but unfortunately we don't have a terrain manipulator to get it. Alright, I wonder if I could... This could be helpful. This drop ship stuff here. Hi, how you doing, dude? Oh, we got dihydrogen out of that. And sodium and carbon. That's always good at early game stuff. Okay, yep, terrain manipulator required. We're going to need copper for all of the big stuff that we want to build, the more of the mid-game things. And the thing on the ground here is very technology module. We need a terrain manipulator to get it. That is good for helping to unlock. I wonder if I can get that. Nope, I can't. It's not going to let me. It's going to say I need a advanced mining range. I don't know how I got that. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. What's here? Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. Oh, more of those, more oxygen. I've already used them, though. They will eventually grow back. It'll be fine. Let's just go sit in the cockpit for a little bit. Fix some things. Alright, we can fix the thruster, get that. That's good. We also need, pure ferrite. Okay. Pure ferrite. That's going to be something we either have to learn, or we have to just go find. I'm not exactly sure yet. We'll find out. Construct a portable refiner. No, well, okay, there you go. We have to, yeah. So one of the things that was added into one of the updates was a portable refiner with the base building. Basically, metal plating. We need to build those tools. If you push up on the directionals, you'll see that we have a item that we can craft. At this point, we will get much more after that. It kind of sucks because the portable refiners use up materials, and you don't always get things back the way you want them. They require fuel, so all that carbon we picked up, thankfully, will allow us to refine things. Now, here's the thing. Oxygen will refine itself into carbon. Other items. As I told you, the rusted metal will refine itself into ferrite dust. Always a good thing, and you get 2 for 1. That's always good. But where's our ferrite dust at? We have 74 ferrite dust. You get a 1-to-1 transfer between the ferrite dust and the pure ferrite. It takes 8 seconds to refine it, let it do its thing, put on the tea, put on the kettle, get ready, you're good. Now we have pure ferrite. It's a secondary product, and we can now repair the launch thrusters. There you go. Yep, now we can take off, damn it. Alright, let's pick this sucker up. Starship prepared, launch systems online. R3 to pick this puppy up, and we get the carbon back. I think we got it all back. That's great. And that's it. That is the beginning of the game. Boom, we did it. We can now take off and go into space. Whew. Here we are. And you can see our launch thruster. We're going to have to eventually fuel that up. That requires us to build a launch fuel with dihydrogen and metal plating. Or we could charge it. Let's see. You could charge it if you had uranium. I mean, I don't know if you had uranium lying about. Maybe we did. If you do, cool. You have a certain glow about you, I'm sure. But otherwise, we have to build Starship fuel, which is the easiest way to do it. And that is, like I said, you need to get some metal plating and some dihydrogen, and then you can build it. But we got to get out. We got to break through. We got to get out of this world. Break through. Thrusters go. We're in space. Hallelujah. Awesome. Oh, and now we're in space. And then we'll come back and we'll do some stuff. The next thing we're going to do will be probably get some materials to build more stuff, because that's what the game is, just finding more stuff to build more stuff. Hey, this is as good as it's going to get. It's not going to get any better from here on out. But we hope you come back. We hope you watch us. It's a new whatever series of No Man's Sky, and we're going to do it all to show you how to make a lot of money with as little effort as possible. But for now, you take care. We'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.